everybody, and welcome to the Liars Club. I'm Felicia Michaels.
And I'm Jessica Wellington.
And what we do here at the Liars Club is we have two of our pals come on and we ask them to tell two stories. One is the truth and one is a lie. And then Jessica and I will try to ask questions and we'll try to beat a hole in one of the stories and figure out which one is a lie. It's that simple. Right, Jessica?
Okie dokie.
Okay, will you introduce our guest? It's a lot of pressure. Go ahead.
Over here to my left over here, I met her in Sacramento. She's been on Nickelodeon, so no, I'm not trying to brag. No, I think it's really cool. She did a lot of stuff, and she headlines all over the place. Put your hands together for Cheryl Anderson.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, how long are you in LA now?
Oh, I've been here for about 3 weeks. I'm here until June.
All right, we're going to take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely.
And over here and across from me, this gentleman was one of the new faces up in Montreal this year. He's super hilarious. He's still a nice guy as of now. Mr. Ron Taylor.
Yeah. Yay, Ron Taylor, yay. By the way, I saw your set at Just for Laughs, and you killed it. I just wanted to interject that. But you had a wonderful set. Yeah, it was such an awesome experience. No, it's so cool when you see a young comic go in front of the whole industry and do their best, like 5 or 7 minutes. It's so stressful, and you get so excited when people do well. You get excited for people, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a little stressful, but I had fun.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give him too many compliments because it's going to go to his head. Right now, he's still nice.
That's not possible. I can't have a big head until I get some money. I'm still very poor. Came here to pick up a check from La Jolla. It's not here. I did a college like 4 weeks ago. Still don't have the money.
Yeah.
They got the jokes 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I still ain't got the money.
Yeah.
Jokes came on time. Money late. So.
Oh, that's how it goes. Would you please introduce our on-air producer for tonight?
Oh, sure. This gentleman, we're going to be going up and doing a gateway run here soon. That's the Weed Show. We're going to be in Washington doing a casino. You should come check us out there.
Hell yeah.
He's a hilarious comedian, Mr. Mike Evans.
Yay.
Or Michael.
Whatever you want to do. So here's the thing is that we're going to get to the stories right away. And since Ron's already played the game before, why don't you tell your first story?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do it fast.
Man, that's way faster than
Yeah,
last time.
I know. We meandered last time.
Didn't even get to get my head ready. All right. So, here's a story. Here's a story. Okay.
All right.
Here's the story. So, I'm running track in Detroit. That's where I'm from. I'm running track, and track's hard, and it hurts your feet. It's very tiresome.
May I ask what was your thing? Was it the relay or the shot put or the 50-yard dash?
You know, I just ran.
Uh-huh.
I just ran. When you're not good, they don't really specify you. They just have you do all. I didn't do the field part. I just did the track part. And they just have you do a bunch of different things when you're not good at nothing. So, like, I would run, like, the 400, which, whatever. I didn't do no 100-meter dash, 200. The 400 or, like, I forget what it is when you go around the track, like, 3 or 4 times. Or
there's like
4 times is a mile.
Isn't there an 800?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's twice.
Uh-huh.
So no cross country.
No, heaven to no. I wouldn't do that no way. No. So I'm running track and all this stuff. And then I get into an argument with my dad because he was being a jerk. And I leave. And I ran off the track. And I saw an ice cream truck. And I go to the ice cream truck and I say, hey, let me get an ice cream. I go get an ice cream. And 2 guys come out of nowhere. I'm thinking they friends or something like that, because I'm at a school right now.
And an ice cream truck, which
Yeah.
is genuinely a friendly place.
Such a normal place.
Right.
Is this high school or junior high?
I'm in high school.
I'm just trying to. You were excited about the ice cream truck in high school?
I get excited about the ice cream truck now.
You weren't?
Yeah, I did too.
Really?
I followed one today.
If I heard one right now, I'd pause this whole podcast and run out of here.
Okay.
So
Just wanted to
I go
clarify.
to them, and I go to the ice cream truck and get the thing. And then these 2 guys come behind me and grab my shirt and were like, give me all your money, motherfucker. And I was just stuck because he had my shirt. Now, I don't know if these guys got guns or got knives. I really can't even tell how old they are.
Wait a minute. How did you plan on paying for this ice cream? If you were running track, why would you have your wallet in your pocket?
I got it.
You would run track with a wallet in your pocket?
No, I went and got it from the stands, from the bleachers. You know, the metal bleachers? We got gym bags, you know. You put your things down.
Okay.
I got to be able to do something.
What kind of argument would you even have with your father at a track meet?
Run faster.
Oh, really?
How about you shut up?
Really?
Run faster. Oh, I never thought about that. I was running kind of fast. You want me to run fast? How about I run to this ice cream truck, you jerk, and I'm going to get to my ice cream later for this shit. So anyway, these two guys, they hit me up and they said, give me your money, motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, I just spent it, man. And how you robbing people at an ice cream truck? And don't I look like a child to y'all? Anyway.
You really said all that?
No, I thought that. I didn't have the mental capacity to put together such a sentence.
Young Ron Taylor, don't y'all know?
Yeah. Right. So they, you know, one of them had me, and then they was like, you know, empty out your pockets and stuff like that. So I gave my wallet, or they took it. I don't think I gave it to them. And then all I had in there was like a bus card. I think like a GameStop card or something like that.
Right.
So then once one of them let me go, you know, to open up the wallet, I fucking ran.
Uh-huh.
I ran away from them.
With your ice cream?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I dropped it.
Okay.
I dropped it. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's the real tragedy of this story.
What kind of ice cream was it?
Well, it wasn't ice cream because I don't to this day I don't really eat ice cream like that. It was a popsicle. It's like, you know, one of those bomb pops or something. Damn, they made me drop my popsicle.
I love bomb pops when I was a kid.
I should kill them, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I ran, but I ran back across the track.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it's a track thing. It wasn't a track meet, it was track practice. And so, you know, and I'm just running. Nobody's
Your
thinking.
dad's like, that's what I'm talking about?
Exactly. I said, no, that's not. I just got robbed, man. Where was y'all at? When they said, what you mean you got robbed? I got robbed at the ice cream truck. I said, what'd they take? My wallet. What was in it? Well, my bus card. And then that was it.
Uh-huh.
What if your dad had hired them to show you that you could run faster?
That's pretty sick. Out of all the lessons to teach.
That is good parenting.
Yeah. It's like Ricky Bobby putting the cougar in the car.
Yeah,
You got to run with the fear. That's how you go fast.
Right, exactly.
Fuck that. Well, I didn't run track anymore. And so I left that whole situation. But yeah, I got robbed for, and then we found my wallet because wasn't nothing in it. They wasn't gonna do nothing with a bus card and a GameStop
Was it a
card.
Velcro wallet?
No, it was leather. It was leather.
I know.
Yeah, it was leather. So yeah, I got robbed at the ice cream truck, and then you know I ran real fast, like
Wow. Well,
Forrest
that's
Gump.
a good first story.
Yeah, that
I
happened.
really
I
like
don't know
that
if I
story.
believe it.
One more time,
Really?
how old were you supposed to be? How old were you in the story?
I was in high school, so I don't know. I
But-
wasn't driving yet.
9th grade or 12th grade or?
Oh, I wasn't in 12th grade. I wasn't hanging around my daddy then. So I had to be in 9th grade. Yeah, because that's around track when I was still doing that.
Uh-huh.
Do people in Detroit sound kind of Southern?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because when you said daddy.
That's funny. The older ones do. If you had a daddy in your house, then you probably got a little country in you. Most people in Detroit, they just one generation from Mississippi. So, yeah, that.
Huh. Well,
Does this sound
interesting.
up and up to you, Cheryl?
Not
You can ask questions too.
really. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you can
I
ask
didn't know.
questions too. And by the way, for you guys following along on the Comedy Store Facebook, you guys can ask questions too. And we'll have a mic and check them and tell us what's up. So please play along. You have no questions? I have very many questions about that damn track meet that you don't
Why?
remember exactly what you did.
Yeah,
It was
what
track
that
practice.
event?
Practice.
It was track practice.
What were
Oh,
you
it's-
practicing though? For what event?
Well, I don't know. Because it's
for track,
practice.
to be fair, what do you do practice? Just running.
Yeah, you do sprints, and then you do like
Oh, that's
long
true.
distance
You're right.
training, and then you stretch, and you're doing jumping jacks and all this.
So your dad
silly
was just
stuff.
I thought your dad was at the track meet. So he was just at the practice?
Yeah, he was like one of the coaches, kinda.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
He's like LeVar balling you out there.
yeah.
Like
he
yelling
was,
at you and shit. Was he like that, really involved with sports
Yeah,
and really
was he?
critical?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was there
Well,
any sport that you were good at as a kid? Because you don't claim to be so good at track. Was there one where you're like, that's my jam?
Well, there's sports that I like more, and then there's sports I'm better at. So I'm probably the best at swimming, but I enjoy tennis the most. Yeah, that's right.
What's so funny, you guys?
Why is that
When
funny?
you said that, I was like, oh my God, Jessica's going to say something.
Yeah.
Jessica's going to say
Yeah,
something.
Jessica, what's so funny? What?
Yeah. Why? Fucking play tennis and swim? Get out of here.
The way he said in tennis.
I was thinking about because like
Yeah, and tennis. Yeah.
because I had to think about it because I enjoy tennis because it's very fun, especially when you're playing with somebody that know how to play. But my tennis skill versus other people that are very skilled is like non-existent almost. In other words, if I was playing Serena Williams, it wouldn't even be fun. Like I would just get obliterated. But
Right.
if I swam against Michael Phelps, I would lose, but for about 10 seconds, you would wonder what's getting ready to happen. At no point would you wonder what's going to happen if I played Serena. So that's why I say I'm better at swim, but I enjoy tennis more.
Okay. And
All
I will
right.
say, I know my dad used to coach my brother's team in flag football, and they always told this story where my brother was a quarterback, and he had him run with the ball in some play, right? So he's running with the ball, and he's about to go for a touchdown, but he had these drawstring sweatpants on, and they came down, and my dad was like, "You better fucking keep running."
That's
Really?
I'm not down with these what they call them social justice warriors, but that is toxic masculinity right there. That doesn't even fucking make sense. Keep running. Do you not see my pants are on my ankles? What lesson am I learning from what if I ever get attacked and my pants or my legs are tied up? No, I gotta stop, man. Here's an error. We can make mistakes, men.
Right, but he got the touchdown.
Right.
Oh, well, in that
he
case,
did?
Because the
it worked.
touchdown was more important than his esteem in that
Right,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That's good programming.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know, I take it all back.
So how was your father after that? After you got robbed, did he still come down to the practices and was still a coach, or?
Yeah, he didn't care.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, man, you should have beat him up." I'm like, "What am I, Bruce Lee? You
Right,
should beat up
right.
two big guys that I don't know what they have. They already had the guts enough to rob somebody
Right.
at an ice cream truck.
So you didn't recognize either one of them.
Hell no.
Did you have spiky shoes? Didn't you have the
Nice
spiky track shoes?
thinking.
No, I
Ooh.
weren't wearing my spikes
What?
that day
Why?
because there's only certain days where you train in your spike. Well, at least at that level. So you know when you don't have like a whole closet full of spikes, there's spike day and then there's just like regular training day. You just have your regular shoes on.
I feel a need to defend your father because
Why?
you know how much it tears at a parent's low self-esteem when their kid can't do anything good at sports.
That's funny.
I've never thought of it that way,
You know
though.
what I mean? Like, you know how much that sucks, and you put the time in, and your kid's just like, you know.
Well, I tell you what, that is fair. That's fair, but you see, here's the thing: it's not like I wasn't capable. It's just I wasn't LeBron or
And
fucking.
to be fair, you have brothers, right, that he could be proud of.
Well, we all were there. I think it's only so proud they could be anyway. It's not like, see, my daddy was just, he's very tyrannical,
Oh, okay.
So he's just loud and just, he was into physical fitness, but he got into it later on and all that stuff. And it's just like, my dad is just into new things. So doing that coaching stuff was just a new thing in his life. And like, I was there, I did the stuff. I wasn't bad. I just wasn't good and I wasn't interested. So when you're not when you're not the best at something and you're not interested, and then your father's the coach, you're going to repel against it. It's like, yo, I don't want to be here at all.
Yeah.
I got cartoons to watch, baby. I don't want to be here doing this stuff.
Fair enough.
yeah.
No, I hoped my girls got kicked out of there because they wanted to be cheerleading, and I did not want them to be cheerleaders.
Why?
I'm
Oh,
just like,
really? Why?
oh, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Of cheering and making people happy?
Or did you just
Not
not
at that level for the little girls to cheer for the boys, and just it's so
Right.
much hair and makeup, and it's just too much, I
Yeah.
thought. So yeah,
Oh.
I did. So like
Never thought of
quietly,
that.
I was like kind of hoping that they would
Right.
fail.
And did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it came out in some kind of passive-aggressive way, some polite passive-aggressive way.
They knew deep down. Yeah.
All right, well, let's start with your first story.
Okay, so This starts out boring, but it turns out cool. So in Minnesota, I live in Minnesota. I'm back and forth. And I go to bar class early in the morning, like at 6 a.m.
Bar class, like stripper pole class?
Yeah, I know. It's do you think I would do that? No,
Is it?
maybe. No, it's not.
Oh.
It's BARRE. It's kind of like Pilates, but you
You use a ballet bar?
yeah, and you like hold positions for a really long time until you start shaking and trembling. It's like their thing.
Yeah, we call that trying to make a man come. Anyway, continue.
Well, however you want to use it, you know. But so it's real early in the morning. So every day when I'd walk back, I'd stop at Don Brothers Coffee, and there would be this nice young lady there from my apartment building at the same time, and she was always up early because she was walking her little dog. So we got to be friends. Her name was Melissa, and we just like going back and forth, and we just would talk every morning. And the one day she said that she was going to be out of town. She didn't know what to do with her dog, and I'm like, dude, we live right down the hall. I can take care of your dog for you. So I ended up like pet sitting her dog, and then she moved away.
What kind of
like
dog?
A Maltipoo.
Okay. Which
Which is hard in Minnesota when it's like 30 below. They're like,
It's our
hard
first
for them to be
It's our first
outside.
multi-poo story here on the Liars Club.
We've had some dog stories.
But never a multi-poo.
Never a multi-poo.
were they sexy time stories?
Yeah.
Because
One
I was
was.
asking because I'm
One
like, I
was.
don't have sexy time stories. That's
No, you don't
okay.
need to know
That's all right. Yeah, you can tell
Yeah,
us
but
sexy
maybe
time
the
story.
next one will be.
Right.
All right, so you took her dog.
Yeah, so I was a dog sitter for the weekend, and then she moved this. So then we got to, talking a little bit more, and she said that she was going to be moving away because she was moving to a bigger apartment, and she's traveled so much, and that she needed to be at a place where she could have more space. And then, so my daughter's in Minneapolis now too. Turns out it was Lizzo, who I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no, really?
Yeah.
Get out of here,
I
really?
know, yeah. But I didn't know. I wasn't familiar
Yeah.
with her music or
She's
anything. And
a,
now she's all over the place.
You know who that is?
No,
really?
you guys, you don't know who that is?
She's a
Lizzo?
Yeah, she's
I
like
feel
a
bad
singer.
for not recognizing her.
She's like killing it now.
Huge,
Yeah, and
yeah.
she's a singer, and she plays what does she play? The violin
Flute,
or the flute.
Yeah.
And she dances, and she's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lizzo.
Are
Sure. Yeah. Oh, of course. I
she's-
know Lizzo. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah. We're
waiting
all
to
into
see her.
violin flute
Yeah.
stuff. We
Yeah.
love
I
that
know
stuff.
about
All right.
Lizzo.
Guys, really?
I can't believe you and I are the coolest people in this fucking
I
room right now.
know.
I would have never guessed that.
Guess so.
Wow.
Well, I
wow.
felt uncool because I didn't recognize her. I felt like I
Uh-huh.
should have recognized her,
Right.
but she was just like the lady at the coffee shop that I got to know. And then I was Lizzo's dog sitter.
Oh, wow.
Great.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Wow.
story.
Yeah.
And when was this?
About December time.
Also recently.
Yeah.
December. Wow. And where in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
And she
and it
moved
was
to
in a
Minneapolis.
was
I
it
guess she moved. I found out later. I guess she moved like 10 years ago to
uh-huh.
Minneapolis because I think she was from Detroit originally.
You don't
But
know
I just knew-
Lizzo from Detroit?
Remember? Do
I
y'all
don't know
know
for
Blade
sure.
Icewood from Detroit? I didn't think so. I don't know goddamn Lizzo, flute, violin, but I've never seen a flute in real life, let alone known a flute player.
Yeah, we just made a connection.
Knew
We
it.
just made a connection.
Knew a few Melissas, but
Just
he didn't know
took
who
it.
they were going to grow up to be.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You don't
I
know.
was wondering, you
just-
were like, it ended up being Lizzo. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm waiting for
Oh,
you to do
I
like
thought
a
that was
turn.
that's the big payoff.
No, I totally
just
get
took
that.
a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch.
All right, that sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some Blade Icewood. Maybe you do know Blade Icewood.
So let me ask you some questions. So you guys lived in the same apartment building?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And wow. And how did she take her coffee? Do you have any recollection of that? Did you guys have coffee a lot at the coffee shop?
I don't know what she got. I just got black coffee.
Right.
Let me give you some backstory on Cheryl.
Okay.
Because this might help. I just thought
Okay.
she's like a rocket scientist,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, well.
Right? And she
Oh, wow.
she's in that where you're super smart.
Uh-huh.
club.
Mensa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that though.
Wow.
I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Wow. So you really are a genuine rocket scientist?
Well, I did avionics.
Uh-huh.
I majored in math and computer science, and then I did avionics,
Wow.
commercial and military. Prince's manager was in our apartment before that, Jimmy Jam.
Oh, really?
He had a Corvette that said Jimmy Jam on the license plate. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, whatever apartment we pick, there's going to be like Minneapolis music happening there.
Oh, that
Can I
makes.
ask you what?
sorry.
What? Is she black?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And she lives
She's
in
very
Minnesota.
body positive. Yeah.
Yeah, well, in
'cause
Minneapolis,
Prince
there's a
What
pretty
is body
good
positive? What does it mean?
music scene. So,
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
that
that.
made
Yeah.
sense
Sure,
now that I
Prince-
was thinking about it.
Prince
Minneapolis,
Minneapolis
like
has
yeah.
a good.
woodsy, not a lot of people, white people in the woods.
Yeah, well, there's that
We
too.
have cities. We also have
But
cities.
Minneapolis is pretty big.
Yeah.
What does body positive mean?
You're
Just
okay with your body,
yeah.
like
As opposed to what?
Well,
Being
just
feeling
As opposed
ashamed
to
or you're not
shame.
good
Really,
enough.
yeah.
or-
So does
Yeah.
she talk about that in her music or something?
she's well, like her. I can't believe you.
yeah.
I've never
her-
heard that phrase used to describe somebody.
nah.
Body positive?
I don't know. No, I don't really know what I thought
You
that
know
was.
that one song that's like something about my body curves, body curves.
But those are lyrics. That's what I said. That's why I said in her music. If that's what you mean, I get it. But I've never known that to be somebody's like, what do you call it? Personality.
Yeah.
Well, it's everything. It's her
that's
music and her style
music and
her
her stance
videos
and, you know what I
and-
mean.
Oh, like it's
She's
part of
a
the message she
beautiful,
embodies.
juicy looking lady,
Oh.
and she throws it around.
Is
with
she
cool-
juicy? She didn't say that at all. She just
Well,
said body
no,
positive.
yeah, but
I had no
she's-
clue what
but
that
she
means.
is
Oh,
a-
you know what
she's a
she
big
looks like.
lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
She's a beautiful, voluptuous woman, and she
Oh, I see.
doesn't let that stop her from like
oh, I
doing
get it now.
whatever the
Never
fuck
mind.
she
It's like
wants
if
to
people
do.
were describing you, we'd say like, you know, that guy that's young but looks like he's from the 70s.
That's different. That's a description, but you wouldn't say, you know, that guy, he's young and he believes in Tatiana. Like,
he's-
that's not a personality trait.
Describe you as body
Are you
skeptical. Like
Right,
he's
right.
skeptical of
He
just
doesn't
about
believe
everybody.
he exists. He thinks he's intangible and invisible. But I get it now. Great.
All
Well, good
right.
for her. Lizzo.
Yeah,
I'm going to look her
Lizzo,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll like her.
Cool.
I can't believe it. Anyway, so we'll just start with your second story then.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. This
Here's
one should
another-
be true.
Here's another sports story
Okay.
about when I was on the swim team. Okay, so. What's so funny? I don't get it. Okay,
Did you know
so
that Kevin Hart was on the swim team?
I did know that.
I didn't know that until this podcast. Well, not this podcast, but you know,
Doing
another
the
episode.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on. He was. We share similar stories as
So
far
did
as
you
swim.
wear Speedos?
We wore what's called jammers. They're like long speedos. So like imagine speedos that cut off at your knees.
Yeah.
We wore those as opposed to the ones that cut off at your crotch.
But they're still tight at the crotch.
Yeah, they gotta be tight. Yeah, keep me loose.
Yeah.
Can't have draggage on you
True.
unless
true.
you're practicing.
right.
Then you swim in drags. That's what we
Okay.
call it. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Like the Mormon Speedo.
I guess. I mean, they also got, which they banned in the Olympics. They got longer pants. I forget what they're called.
The
but
shark
like,
suit.
Yeah, something like that. So it's like a long, full body speedo. And I forget what Olympics it was, but Michael Phelps he wore, and like they kind of banned them because they were saying it was giving people extra flotation. Anyway, there was a team in Detroit. They was wearing those. They were cheaters, but they were very good. Anywho, so
Okay.
this is just swim practice again. Swim practice.
Okay.
Or maybe it was after a meet. It must have been after a meet because there's no reason.
Was your
all
dad a
of us-
coach in that too?
No, by this time I was older. I got on swim team I was
And
on
this-
swim team every year.
This was a school swim team in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, we got water in Detroit. We're surrounded by the Great Lakes.
I don't even mean, but where I'm from, like we didn't have a pool, and we
Same.
didn't have swim team, we didn't
Yeah.
have
Really?
theater.
I had it in Colorado. In a
Oh.
little town in Colorado.
We had that in Minnesota.
we didn't even have
Yeah.
track. We had cross country because we had that.
What city is this you were talking about?
Mount Olive, North Carolina.
That's not a real
Cross,
city.
cross country's just getting home from school.
You can't compare whatever that place is to Detroit. Detroit's a city. Like, it's a real life city.
How many people went to your high school?
I don't know.
Like, do you know how many your graduating class was?
No.
Wow.
You have a clue?
They fit on a
Like,
mug.
give me ballpark.
They fit all on a. It
I
must
have
be
a
like
mug.
real small print.
They were
though.
small, but they all fit on a
So
mug.
like 50 people, 100 people.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
The town is now at 5,000.
Oh, so it's
The
probably
town?
yeah,
Tiny.
I had
yeah.
3,000 students at my school.
Okay, yeah. So that's 3 times the size of my
Right.
high school. The other
Yeah.
just smaller schools didn't have a pool. I didn't
No,
have a
I
pool.
went to a small school and they had a pool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm from a broke ass town too.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think what happened in my little town is they had one of the superintendents of the school for like 20 years ferreted away money, and then
Ferreted?
you know what I mean, like put away money, you know, and then for years and years and years, and no one just really, you know, because he just did that job all the time, and then he died, and then they went and looked at everything, and they were like, "There's so much money, let's build a pool." Yeah,
see, that's a smart way to do it. Just do it a little bit at a time, so nobody notices.
But he ferreted it for the school.
Yes.
So he didn't take it? That's
no,
awesome.
no, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was
that's
stealing
pretty
it.
Oh, he
I
wasn't
thought
planning on
stealing
using it for himself and then just died?
No, he
Oh,
was
cool.
saving it up, but he didn't really tell anybody, and then they found it after he passed or something. Yeah. Anyway,
it's like a plot to a Harry Potter movie.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Ron. You're exactly correct. My apologies. So you were at a swim meet.
Right. No, we left a swim meet. It must have
Okay.
been like, I don't know, maybe prelims or something like that. Or maybe we just qualified, or we just finished the states or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, we have a sleepover at the Hawthorne Suites, which is just somewhere in Michigan. It's not even in Detroit. It's somewhere in Michigan. I think Farmington Hills or
Is
something.
it a
like that.
hotel?
No, it's like a house. I don't know what defines a suite, but that was the thing. It's like you pretty much rent out a house like a hotel. This is before Airbnb, but this is what they do. Anyway, so we get there and everybody drinking and stuff. I didn't drink back then, but people drinking, and we invited a couple girls over, and our coach, she used to, this is so stupid now I think about this. We was drinking, but our coach would make us snack bags, and we was eating the snack bags that she would make, and everybody else was drinking. So we had girls over, we drinking, and we get to play in like one of those drinking games where you like ask people. I think it was like, have I ever? Is that a game?
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever. That's what it is. So we going around, we playing this game.
And how do you explain? I've never heard that.
I think
game.
you just, I think it's something with your fingers where like you ask a question, and like if you haven't done this, then you put if you have done it, you put your finger down.
Yeah, it's basically a good way to like to get a girl to admit something strange at a party. Like
That's
I would
exactly
go
what
like,
it's
if
for.
say somebody wanted it, I would go, I've never done anal, and everybody who does anal has to put a finger down.
Right.
And so you're kind of throwing things out there to see what is going
so how
on.
do you win?
First person done is out.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're the
Whoever got the
lamest,
most-
you win.
Right.
So it's
But
definitely like, is
realistically,
it
it's
more?
like-
You really lost because you're the loser.
Yeah, and the rules changed. I don't remember. I haven't played in a very long time. But we get to play in that game, and everybody's going around, and
We should play once.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
And
because last time you played sober, you said, so that was probably pretty weird.
yeah, that was but I was more conniving then. But it's like so.
But it's definitely for you guys to try to get girls to admit.
exactly.
That's
Okay.
what I've
that
seen
they're
it
whores.
used
Yeah,
as
okay.
mostly.
So like
Okay.
right now, we'll do it. Never have I ever sucked a dick. And
She
you
put
have,
down 2
so now
fingers.
you're a
Oh,
freak. You're
okay,
a freak. You're a
right.
freak, and
Okay.
we're fucking high fiving, and
And
that's
right.
how it goes.
Can I
but we
do
gotta
one?
Oh, yeah.
we'll do
Okay.
one.
Never have I ever touched my big penis.
I can. If you said little, I could put a finger down. I can't do that.
I once touched Felicia's big penis. I did. I have.
Wow.
Right. So we're going around. We're playing that game. Everybody's saying crazy stuff. And matter of fact, it was me. And so I forgot this part. I knew one of the buddies on our team was like doing. He was sweet. He was a sweetie pie even back then. So I was like, never have I ever sucked a dick. And like, one of our buddies put his hand down. I was like, no, you put your hand down if you've done it. And he kept his finger down. And we was like, what? What the fuck going on here, cuz? And he was like, and everybody's drunk. And, we're a team. So we all brothers. We gonna, first of all, that whole idea that everybody is super homophobic is ridiculous anyway, especially not when I was in high school, but that's a whole nother story. But, it's our brothers, so we ain't like, what the fuck? We just like, no, what the fuck? Like, inquiry, like, hey, what do you mean? He's like, and we all from Detroit, so he like, I ain't gonna lie. I had a guy suck my dick before. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't just say that like it's normal. Like
Plus,
it's
put your
casual.
finger back up.
Like he just
That
went.
doesn't count.
That doesn't count because he didn't suck the dick, right?
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking.
It was something where I forget how I asked, but I remember that was the response. Okay, so anyway, he talked about when he's 13, had some kid suck his dick or something like that. Very weird, very awkward. So we like.
That's not weird if he's gay.
It was weird at the
Or maybe he
time.
was just experimenting. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying as
but
a kid.
we 14 or whatever. We all in shape from swimming and
They
stuff.
put their Jimmy Jams on together.
Well, yeah. Looking back, we all were pretty fucking gay. But it was just very shocking to hear somebody admit that, because it's like, you could have just not told us. But that's how close we were as a brotherhood. Anyway,
that's pretty cool that he did tell you.
Was your dad at the swim meet?
No. My daddy was still coaching track at this point, and he was coaching like my other two younger brothers. So after that, we got to go, 3 of us, we go to get drinks. This is where the story gets crazy. We got to get drinks. Again, I don't drink. They got fake IDs. So I'm just riding with them. I'm just
walking. You went to re-up on your goldfish.
No. I'm just riding out with them. We actually wasn't riding. We was walking. So we walking from, mind you, we're in like Farmington or something like that, adjacent from Detroit, and going to the liquor store. And there's a car following us. No big deal. We just playing like, oh, shit, something going on. We like, man, we might have to book it. We're in high school. This is all, we're just all talking shit. They start speeding up. So kind of jokingly, we start running. Now we're running, but the car's going faster. Now we thinking whoever these people are, they clearly in some crazy joke, but they really speeding up. And then, pow! We hear like a loud noise. We thinking they hit something, right? We run to
Detroit. They shot at you.
It wasn't Detroit though. This like Farmington Hills. So, but we just, it's 3 young black guys. We walking to a liquor store, which is not a lot in Farmington Hills. So we running. Pow! We hear like the tire hit something or something like that. We keep running. We laughing, giggling. We get in the store. There's feathers everywhere, right?
Feathers in the store?
There's feathers in the store as we're walking around, like fucking talking shit. Like, what the fuck was that? Why did that guy is that guy all right? Like, what happened?
You mean like everywhere in the store, like in the
like
air, like something just poofed?
Like we seeing feathers, and what the, it's like, what is these feathers? My buddy got shot. He was wearing a triple fat goose. There was feathers coming out of his jacket as we was running into the store and stuff. So that wasn't no tire that had popped. They had shot at us.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, they shot at us.
Right.
Did it go through his body or?
So here's the thing. Mind you, we supposed to be drinking, trying to fuck girls, trying to find out why our buddy out here letting boys suck his dick. So we're like, yo, what's going on? He like, I ain't. We get the liquor. We run back to
How did you get the liquor if you were all in school, high school?
I told you somebody had a fake ID.
Oh, yeah, he said that. He said that.
We
Just
go back.
Back off, Jessica.
Had a good
Back
one
off.
there.
You're ruining his story. He's got a roll going.
We go back to the thing, right? And we like, yo, this shit happened. It's crazy. I'm like, what? You got to tell somebody? We ain't telling nobody. Cut 2, because this is a long story. Cut 2, we end up having to tell the swim coach. We get in trouble for not telling, like, not calling the police and telling somebody in advance. Because we're like, yeah, yesterday we got shot at. It's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? If y'all get shot at as a team, that falls on me. That falls on the school. You gonna get everybody in trouble. You gotta report this to the police. Report it to the police. My buddy got grazed. It wasn't a big deal, and that was that. And now that buddy that got his dick sucked, I'm pretty sure he's gay now. It just happened. It's just all the stuff that happened.
So was the guy that got his dick sucked the one that got his jacket shot?
No, he was still there. Probably fucking painting toenails or something. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, so that happened.
It's interesting because your first story was so like pretty concise, and your second story is a little all over the place.
What time of year was it?
Yeah.
Well,
It was cold. It was cold.
But you were swimming outside.
No, we don't swim outside.
That was indoor.
You had a swim meet? Oh.
No. It was afterwards. So you swim indoors, but that's because my buddy had a triple fat goose on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So between the two of your stories, we have to decide whether you were like a cool dude hanging out with cool guys, drinking and
I wasn't drinking.
Yeah, but you were with the cool guys drinking, right? Or were you the nerdy guy getting beat up?
I didn't get beat up. I got robbed, and then I ran.
Yeah, and but in the first story, you got beat up over ice cream.
I didn't get
money.
beat up. I got robbed.
Okay, but that's why I'm like, it's the way you told the second story, which was afterwards. It was like you guys weren't. You're just like, oh, what are those people over there? If I had gotten,
We still ran.
Right,
we just got shot at.
But I'm saying, in the beginning you guys weren't aware that this was a dangerous situation?
No, nobody thinks they just gonna get shot at by random people.
Yeah.
Nobody really thinks that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions? Anybody?
Did you know what or find out what kind of bullet it was?
No.
And
I didn't get shot. I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. It went through the jacket.
Yeah, maybe they could have been like by size. If this was probably like a, whatever.
Yeah.
I think if we were white, they would have investigated. But there was like black kids getting shot. What's new? You didn't die.
So
You're
they
all
didn't
right.
even investigate?
I don't know. I didn't get shot at.
Yeah.
I just got in trouble for us not having called the police or at least called the swim coach.
Right.
What race did you swim?
What race did I swim?
Yeah,
I
what
swam 200 backstroke, 100 backstroke, 200 freestyle, and that's it. That was it.
You look so fake.
No,
years
but
ago.
honestly, doesn't it feel like he knows a lot more about his swim events than his track events?
Yeah. The track events, yeah.
Because I was never on the track team for high school. I was in a track league when I was in high school.
What?
So there's
Never
like
heard of that. I've heard of a bowling league.
no. So there's like, and what would we call it? It was like there's like a track. There's like so in basketball it's called AAU. Well, actually in track it's called AAU, but there's a league. So you could play AAU up into high school. You can play for AAU. You can play for the high school. But I got into the track league, which is why my daddy was coaching. He coached the league. He didn't coach.
Oh, the high school one. Oh,
right.
I see. Yeah.
I just was doing it because my daddy was the coach.
Uh-huh.
So he was one of the coaches of the track league. From the league, you go to the team in high school for at least track because you couldn't run in AAU for track up until high school. That's the cutoff point. Then you get on the high school team.
Let me ask you this question so that I can divert you off that conversation. But
Oh, okay.
no, I'm totally teasing you, Ron. But could your dad run? Was he good at running? Or when he was younger, was he good at running?
Yeah, was he living his dream
know.
out through your eyes?
It wasn't. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about my daddy. It wasn't his dream to running. Wasn't his thing. Coaching was his thing. So, because he coached basketball, I played basketball when I was younger. He coached baseball. He coached track, and that's it.
So
and then he did Pilates and yoga.
For wanting to be involved.
Yeah, go be fucking. If he was a deadbeat daddy, I'd probably be famous already. Nobody with a dad in their life accomplishes anything ever. You gotta have an absent father as a black man to be successful.
Oh, please.
That's not true, but it feels right. It feels right.
All right, let's move on to your second story.
Okay, so I'm trying to do comedy and travel around, so I'm trying to save money. So since September 24th last year, I've eaten nothing but Olive Garden with very few exceptions because I got a pasta pass. They have a year-long pasta pass that they sell for $300, and they sold out in like 1 minute. But I got one of the 1,000 in the whole country.
Oh, my God. You totally burst my bubble on who you were. You had that great Lizzo story. And now you're telling me you eat a fucking Olive Garden every day?
Have you ever had the breadsticks and Alfredo sauce?
Yeah, but how does your stomach take it?
I've lost like 10 pounds.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty much vegan, not completely. Like sometimes I'll get ranch on the salad because it gets a little monotonous.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
So does the pasta pass work for in dining?
Yes.
And takeout?
You have to sit down. You can't just take because I guess people would. Yeah. You have to sit down and, so then you leave a tip. So you have to get served, but you can say, I'm going to take it to go, but you have to be seated. And then I get, and then you can get refills because it's a never ending pasta business. So I get a meal and then I get a refill. So I take my second meal home for the next day because then I get 2
I'm sorry
days.
I interrupted your story, Ron. I'm sorry.
Let's go. I'm with it.
And then I got shot. Then I got shot.
You got shot.
Is that good now? Is it good now? Okay.
I heard the fettuccine, and all of a sudden,
I hear an ice cream truck.
Okay.
I want to know how this pasta story
Yeah,
is and how I can get this pasta pack.
Yeah, how much is the pasta pass?
$300.
she said.
Oh,
$300.
and you can use it for
That's an
1 year.
For a whole year, yep.
Only
So I get
once
2
a day,
meals.
Only once a day?
No, I could go 5 times a day if I wanted to.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
worth it in a
God.
day and a half.
But, well, yeah, except, so I get a meal to take home because then I get 2 days for 1 tip. So then I can,
How much do you
So I'm
tip
trying to say.
typically?
If I get chocolate, $4 because it's like a $15 bill. So I tip $3 unless they bring me chocolate. Then I give them $4.
Oh, that's
Wow.
interesting.
Can you bring a +1?
Not for free.
It's just
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could eat my leftovers.
Is there
sure.
like limited
I'll be
items
there.
that you items that you can't choose that are
Yeah,
too
you
pricey?
have to. Well, you have to eat off of the unlimited pasta bowl menu area.
Do they have shrimp
So
on
you
there?
choose.
What's the one thing you are so sick of eating?
Well, I get pretty
Like
much
if I
the
brought
same
it out.
thing
Oh, really?
every time.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't
Okay.
like for being vegan. They don't really have options.
So,
So
if you're
it's
vegan, why would you do that
pasta.
to
Yeah, why
yourself?
would you do the pasta?
Well, I'm saving
Fast.
saving money, and I just I can, and so I figure
You get
because
the
I know
salad.
there's another guy on Twitter that's doing it, and I know I'm like 10 visits ahead of him because I figure at the end of the year Olive Garden's going to be like, meet the lady who ate at Olive Garden 300 times this
Oh,
year.
Trying to be the
my
next
God.
Jared.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Or more. What is that?
I'm
Morgan
afraid-
Spurlock with McDonald's or something?
Oh, the supersize me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid I'm probably going to I'm doing something bad to my body. But I don't know.
But if you're eating salad, that's fresh.
Yeah.
can't really
The soup I think is
fuck it
maybe
up.
really salty. But
Salt's
other
not
than
that bad.
that,
You're a rocket scientist. If your instincts are good about this, I feel good about it.
I think I'm doing okay.
I have a hard time
feel-
questioning anything
I
she
feel-
says since I found out her qualifications.
Wow.
I feel healthy.
Huh.
Well,
That is.
I think this is a load of crap.
You know what? I forgot that we're supposed to be watching for that. This might be the lie. They both feel too
A
believable.
pasta pass?
You
I
know,
don't
the only
I
reason
like
I think
it.
is because you said you lost 10 pounds eating nothing but carbs all day.
Yeah, but she doesn't eat the
And-
pasta. You know.
No, I eat pasta. I don't eat meat. Meat or cream or cheese or
Aren't there
butter.
eggs in pasta?
Apparently
eat
not. They
cheese?
said they say their pasta's vegan. That's what they say. I don't know.
You're eating eggs.
I don't think so.
She didn't want to hurt your feelings, but bitch, you are eating eggs. Wow. Wow. That's crazy story. I don't know if I
don't know if it's
believe it.
crazy,
Yeah.
but
No, it's crazy. Only a crazy person would go back to the same place. And that's crazy talk.
How much money do you think you've saved in doing all
I
that?
haven't been to the grocery store since September.
No.
Never.
Wow. Wow.
What does that noise?
I don't know what that
No
is.
idea.
Somebody's talking to us.
Well,
That's crazy. That is
So,
a crazy. I have
if-
so
You think
many
about it,
questions.
I wanna
spends
know so
$4
bad.
every 2 days
Mm-hmm.
for food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's not
gonna
bad.
call bullshit because
Yeah.
you still go to the grocery store for other stuff.
Sure.
Yeah,
Nope,
like
nothing.
for your coffee in the morning, for
Nope.
I will-
toilet paper.
Well, I get that at Target. Is that the grocery store?
There
no,
is a
not
grocery store
really.
in Target.
And her
But-
coffee, she gets it with Melissa at that joint
Yeah.
with Lizzo.
Right.
With Lizzo.
Oh, that's
I
right.
When
don't
she got
know.
here, she was like, "Oh, is this water for me?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, I get free water."
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, let me buy water.
I'm very.
She did mention that. These are good penny pinching clues
yeah.
here.
Oh
Dang.
God. I don't know. That if you're trying to, why do you live in two different places? Didn't you
Well,
say?
because I'm trying to do comedy. I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
do stand up, and I'm out here I'm taking classes
uh-huh.
at improv classes and trying to do
Those
auditions
are
and stuff.
expensive. I'm fucking
Yeah.
You
telling
taking
Yeah.
improv classes or classes at the improv?
Improv classes,
But is
Groundlings
there-
and UCB.
I can't get over that you're eating at that restaurant all the time.
Well, I
'cause
go to
is
all
it-
different ones.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same menu.
Yeah.
But don't you? You get like where you smell a certain smell with it now, and you just want to gag out. Like that's what I would get if I had to
No.
eat the same thing every day. Like I think about my dog. I give my dog kibble every day, and I'm all like, God, if I could have my favorite food every day. Let's say it's Lucky Charms. But if for a year I just ate Lucky Charms, that was it. I just had Lucky Charms. How
Well,
terrible
dogs
would that
lick
be?
their own ass, so
I don't
you
really
know,
mind
yeah,
having
a lot
the same
different.
thing every day. I don't.
Right.
And like for breakfast, so before I left home, my daughter gave me a big jar of peanut butter. So
Uh-huh.
in the morning, I'll have leftover breadsticks with peanut butter. So that gives me
God.
variety.
Wow.
It's so detailed, now I believe you.
Well, her husband is a rocket scientist too. So
What?
Is this rocket science?
She's also in
scientist
improv
behavior?
classes. Don't trust.
Yeah.
She's been working on coming up with shit off top right now. So these details are just creative here.
Wow.
You and your husband are rocket science, and now you all are comedians. Fucking why?
Well,
I didn't say he
he's
was a
not. No, he's
comedian.
not.
Oh, whatever.
hey, I will say too, she also bought when I moved my Keurig.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but maybe that's like a money saving thing.
Yeah. Well, my daughter had it at school.
Right.
Yep.
Wow. Well, why don't you refresh everybody on the 4 stories, and then hopefully we can make our decisions on who is lying. This is a good. We got a game, Jessica.
Yes,
This is trickery afoot, and your storytelling, because we had Ron on before, is really good. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Professional liar.
Right, 10 times better than you were the first time.
I wasn't saying that, but wow. So go ahead and say what everyone's stories were.
So Ron's first story is he's running track, but not at high school track practice.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's running track. He hears an ice cream truck. He's frustrated with his dad, so he runs out to check out the ice cream truck. Basically, ends up with a rocket pop. Give me your wallet. He runs. He drops the popsicle. He gets out of there. And you ran faster than ever. I don't know. Basically, that's it, right? He came back. Just basically, first story, getting robbed of his wallet,
Right.
trying to get ice cream.
Okay. All right. Second story.
Second story, a swim meet. They're having a sleepover at the Hawthorne Suites. They walk to go get liquor. His friend gets shot through his triple goose down jacket.
Triple fat goose.
Triple fat goose.
Yeah.
That was his nickname. Triple fat
No,
goose.
Why was the swim team just having a sleepover?
Because we in high school. I mean, just not trying to be at home with our mothers. Trying to
But
fuck
your
bitches.
swim team coach was there?
No. We just told her later.
Wait a minute.
You were like, the swim team and I were hanging out.
Yeah.
We got shot yesterday.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
now when I heard your story, I thought you guys were at a away swim meet,
It was after that.
and then that you guys stayed not in the same city where you were living, Detroit, because it was after the track meet at a hotel.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but so you weren't in your city.
No, but I mean, it was literally like a difference of 5. It's like Koreatown versus L.A. Detroit, Farmington. Yeah.
Now that's where I have an issue with. That's where the trickery is afoot there, I think. I don't know.
Perhaps.
What kind of transportation did you have to the swim meets?
To the swim meets?
Well, so they
Go by bus.
took you there and left you, dropped you off?
Which one are you
Yeah,
talking about?
how'd you get to the hotel
swim
at the
meet.
Farmington place?
Somebody drove
Uh-huh.
to
car?
the hotel. The only reason I brought up the meet before is because I remember that's why we were at Hawthorne Suites. That's the only relevance that any swim meet before.
That's
And
where you
there
guys were
were
staying, out of
There were
town.
no parents with you.
No. Which
Not in
kinda-
another
Where
room
was
in
the swim
hotel.
coach?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably at home or something. Sucking
Yeah,
dick.
that's
I don't
weird.
know.
That's weird.
Hmm.
All right, then let's go to Cheryl's 2 stories.
Show us 2 stories.
Or should we vote right now on Ron's? We should vote right now.
I'm still pretty torn here.
We can go ahead and vote, I guess. But first of all, I do have a hard time believing that Ron has been shot at. He doesn't.
I didn't get shot.
No, but you were
shot at.
motherfucker.
Oh,
You were
yeah, I
shot
guess so.
at.
Yeah.
Oh, they were trying to hit triple goose down, though.
Yeah.
That was the
They were a
targeted
bad
man.
shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I do have a hard time thinking he got shot. But then again, he's from Detroit.
Yeah, man. It gets crazy.
Detroit's nuts, man. That's what I hear.
Even though that
anyway.
was Farmington. But, what are you going to
But
do?
you just said it's like L.A.
That's true.
So
But,
that's pretty much Detroit.
Yeah. But I blame Farmington. So,
I just can't imagine that a parent would say, "You guys are going to where? You're going to just go to Koreatown and get a hotel room? What are you're going to spend money? You're going to spend my money to get a hotel room when you're 5 minutes from home?
Right.
15 to 20. But
Right.
I'm going to say that story is a lie.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
All right.
There
What
it
about
is.
you?
Yeah, I think the second one's it's just too foggy for me.
Think
Hey,
the
at least he
second one's
knew
a
his
lie?
swim events. But you could
Yeah,
easily make up
that's
a story
true.
about what
Yeah.
ensued after.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because it could be the whole swim team thing could be true, but just that one incident of getting shot at.
What if Ron watched the one that was with, we were talking about Kevin Hart and the swim team, and he knows, ooh.
I don't think Ron Taylor says to himself, even if he's going to be on our podcast, let me look up Jessica and Felicia on YouTube. I'm like, I mean, I don't want to hurt your feelings, Jessica.
Hey, man. I do a lot of research.
And he doesn't have internet in his van, I don't think.
No, I'm out the van now. That's a whole nother story.
Wow. So what do you think?
I'm leaning just because it's Detroit. I think that maybe that happened. I do. I think it's weird that maybe he didn't have a chaperone and all that, but they were old enough, they could drive.
Yeah, some of us was
Maybe
grown.
just doesn't remember.
Right. They probably all lied to their parents because they were wanting to drink.
Oh, and it's not through. We're talking about circumstances that, like with high school sports, it would be like through the school. They would definitely need the coach. Somebody's got to be keeping track of these kids. This is like an extracurricular outside organization of the sport.
It's just that the swim team happened to be hanging out after.
But it's still.
Is that true? Is the swim team an outside thing?
Too?
No,
swim team was for high school? Then I don't believe
nobody.
nobody was there after the meet with these kids.
No, they weren't. That's what I said.
Where would they be?
Well, why would they hang out? Why would they stay if it's Farmington, 20 minutes away? The kids should have just technically went
Because
home.
they would have responsibility for the kids.
To be there to get on the bus with them the next day. Remember, like a high school thing? I could drive in high school, but for a sporting event, it wasn't like, all right, I'll meet you guys there.
Wait
you
a
go
minute.
with the team.
Let me clear this up. We had the meet, which was in Detroit somewhere. The meet was over. Because the meet was a special event, I forget if it was prelims or if it was the finals or whatever. Because of that, after that, we left and went to Hawthorne Suites. Ain't no suites in Detroit. That's the only relevance of it being Farmington. Ain't no suites in Detroit. We went to Farmington Hills to go to the
You were just
Hawthorne
like,
Suites.
hey, Dad, I'm going to go hang out with my boys.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my son was on the soccer team, and then they went to the semifinals and finals, and they didn't sit there and go, you know what, we're going to get our own hotel room. Like
And
they
drink
didn't-
and try to fuck women? Why? I think they probably were, and they just didn't tell you. You know, my mom and dad don't know this story.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you changing your
You
answer?
seem like you're trying to defend that one a lot more, though.
That's the one y'all got questions for. For some reason, y'all can believe I got robbed that ice cream truck. And I can't get shot at a couple years later.
I don't know. Yeah, I believe you could get robbed. Like, because, I mean, if outside right now at an ice cream truck, even like 2 17-year-olds were like, hey, give me your wallet, I'd be like, well, I'm outnumbered for sure. I mean, like, especially in high school, any age you get, that seems like a really realistic story to me.
All right, so what are you saying?
Fuck, I guess the second one is not true.
The second one is not true. I'm saying the second one is not true. You're saying the second one is true.
And I'll say the second one is true.
Whoa, rocket
Wow.
science. I'm all fucked up now.
What's the answer? Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal.
Oh,
So,
shit.
wait a minute, because last time I did this show, this is a difficult show to do because I didn't get a whole lot of time to prepare. So I kind of used the same strategy. Both things happened. Only the first story definitely happened. The second story, the first half happened. The second half also happened. Just I wasn't there. That shit didn't happen to me. Yeah.
So
the second story
we
is
win.
more of a lie. I wasn't there. I didn't run. They did get shot. We did get in
Okay.
trouble.
That
but-
counts. That's a
Perfectly
lie.
And that
acceptable.
kid did get his dick sucked when he was 13.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him.
and all that.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
I wasn't
wow.
there. I would never be. I'm not running to no fucking liquor store.
I was
didn't
gonna
even
say
drink.
the one guy out of the group that does not drink is like,
Right.
you're like, hey, I'm not gonna booze. Like, all right, well, you go with the like 2 fake ID guys to the liquor store.
No,
I'd be like, I
fuck
can't even
that.
go. I'm not allowed in there. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Right.
Fuck that.
All
Yeah, they
right.
definitely
Man,
got
I thought
shot
you were
at.
a lot cooler than that.
No,
Not
you,
cool
you
like-
thought wrong.
Not triple goose down, cool. Triple fat goose.
Yeah, and he got in trouble. This is how dumb some black parents are. She was like, you done fucked up your coat. Oh, bitch, I got shot at. Fuck this coat. I could have died. But, you know, them young parents for you. When your parents is 20 and you like 14
Fuck,
or
when
something.
your parents are 40.
I would
You
say
know
the-
what I mean?
I would say
Shit
the
is
parents-
expensive.
I'd say they're crazy for not believing that story, but I guess we just didn't either. So,
Well, you know, we gonna
Yeah.
do.
like, what happened to this fucking jacket?
No,
All right.
she knew what happened. She was like, you know, I got shot. You out there
but
messing
that was-
around. I just bought your coat. Hey, I got shot, lady. How about giving me a fucking break? What are you gonna do? He went to the military. He's great now.
He's
Good,
great.
good, good. All right, so let's do Cheryl's stories.
Yeah, and by the way, Mike Schmidt is tuned in. He says, love this show. And Zachary People says, look at that vicious ass skinny man beard. Yeah, I think they're talking
So you had
about
to read
Ron.
that one, huh?
No, they ain't talking about me.
All right, so
Yeah, what is the purpose of that beard, may I ask?
I've had it for such a long time that if my face was suddenly this small, it would be
Oh my
devastating
God, you
and
look
strange.
like a chickmunk.
Yeah, it's just kind of the shape of my face now. I don't know. I don't.
What's
A lot of you. It's assumed that if you got a big beard, you're obsessed with it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like over it. It's all right. It's been like 5 years. I just it would be devastating. People know what I look like this.
I like it.
Like shaved all the way. People, I would have to re-meet everybody that I know,
Right.
and that would suck.
Wow, wow. All right, so let's go to Cheryl's story.
Show story. So the first one in Minnesota, where you are half the time, You go to this what's called a bar class every morning. You see Melissa at this place where you get coffee.
Lizzo.
Well, her name was Melissa. She didn't know yet that it was Lizzo, right? So it's just Melissa to you.
Oh, good listening, dude. Good listening.
And then is something happening up there?
I think there's like a dance party, so we're getting a little flickering on the lights.
That's all right.
We should hurry up so we can go join. Melissa, you guys get coffee, you go to the bar class, blah, blah. You end up house sitting or dog sitting for her at her place. You didn't know who she was. Turns out it's this famous artist, Lizzo.
I thought she was famous. Apparently not, but yeah.
Well,
She's famous to me.
Hold on, a couple more questions about Lizzo. Is Lizzo like new now music? Is Lizzo?
Kind of just coming up like her.
Oh, like so you're being like you guys are more current than we are is what your surprise is about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucking. How do I not know who that is?
Yeah.
Well, I'm also just saying I haven't seen like Game of Thrones.
What's her big song?
It's I don't know the name of it, but she had a song that she did.
Truth Hurts is the one I like. That's
right.
100%.
Truth Hurts.
But she had like a live video that went viral because she was so fucking bombing it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things. If I heard it, I'd be like, oh, of course
Yeah.
I know this. Second story. Since September 24th of last year, on your year-long pasta pass, you've eaten Olive Garden every day, have not been to the grocery store since, and you've lost 10 pounds, which I guess I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Well, because she's vegan, she doesn't really eat a lot of this stuff.
No, I don't believe it. I think it's you stole someone else's story.
That guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well,
I think just doing some
maybe she stole that guy's story.
But pasta pass, man, I'm in love with that.
I feel like I want to know if that's a real thing when this is.
Now, if you made that up, I don't think you should be back on this show.
Yeah.
For getting people's hopes up so high. I want that one to be. Matter of fact, that's the truth. I'm going to manifest that's the true story so we can all go out and get these pasta passes. And I'm going to say that the one with the Lizzo girl is made up. And you all colluded together to make it seem like this was a real person.
No collusion.
I'm from Detroit. I ain't never heard no damn Lizzo or no flute violin player. Ain't no flutes in Detroit.
Flute.
Ain't no flutes in Detroit.
Why you think people in
Nowhere.
Detroit? People in Detroit can swim and play tennis, but they can't play the fucking flute.
That's
Is that
absolutely
what you're
true.
saying?
That's absolutely true. We've got a lot of water, a lot of balls, a lot of rackets. There's not a single flute in Detroit. I've checked. I've done the research. There are no flutes in Detroit.
So wait, she plays flute and she's a vocalist?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so you
Yeah.
just got to take
And
breaks,
she
of
can
course.
dance. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you guys can't name that tune at all. None of them.
It's I can't name her.
We'll YouTube it right after this. So I gotta know.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll put it on here when we do the episode because I can't believe you guys don't know who that is. I
That's
love
why I
that
was
story.
waiting for her. She kept saying like, it was, and I'm like,
I'm gonna say that part is that I want that story to be true, or it's your daughter's story. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that's your daughter's story.
I feel like if you were pitching pasta pass to her as like we've talked about her qualifications, if I was like, hey, I got this idea, I think I want to get this pasta pass, only eat that for a year, save some money, maybe lose some weight. I feel like she would just do the mental math on that and go like, no, that's fucking terribly unhealthy and it's not gonna work.
well, also you have to think that you may not run into a lot of Olive Gardens, so you might miss a
true.
day
Yeah.
of eating. Does that ever happen?
Yeah.
No, they're all over.
Do you know what Olive Garden's
We didn't have one in Mount Olive, North Carolina again.
do you know what their slogan is? Olive Garden's like slogan?
When you're here, your family.
Okay. When you're here, your family.
You got a lot of family all
Yeah,
across
yeah.
the world.
Okay.
Good folks at Olive Garden.
All right. So let's take a vote. Which one do you believe is the lie?
I guess that the pasta pass is a lie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It sounds like that maybe your husband has a pasta pass.
She's definitely connected in some way to the
Yeah.
pasta pass.
One more thing, and this is not necessarily connected, but I think we've talked about it before. Is it Cheryl or Cheryl?
Cheryl?
Yeah, Cheryl Anderson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Some people call you
Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Country people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Felicia did.
Cheryl.
Oh,
Or like
Cheryl.
Charles Barkley would probably say Cheryl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the time people call you Cheryl.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
the pasta
answered it
pass
both.
is a lie, and you're saying what are you saying?
I'm saying the pasta is the truth.
You're
I'm
saying
gonna
the
manifest
pasta.
it.
Pasta's the truth.
I'm gonna say
No way you know Lizzo.
I'm gonna hope the pasta pass is a lie. So I'm gonna say the pasta because that's just terrible. That's just terrible. Poor you.
Well, I think if I was thinking logically, Cheryl would have gotten the pasta pass, but Cheryl did not have.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why you got that information. There we go.
But I'm going to go against my own judgment because I do want the pasta pass to be true. I just really do. I mean, that's what a deal, dude. I love
$300.
I never really get to go to Olive Garden. It's like a
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. No, you can't do that.
It's too late. Now she can ready to pull it out. Go on, say it now.
We did have Mary bring that ticket.
I know, but we're trying to figure out. We got to get the vote count down.
We did.
I know.
You did.
So
And
she's saying.
I voted. I can't change my vote now, but I think she's about to show me something that might.
All right.
I think pasta is true.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Damn
fucking
way.
bitch. You crazy
God
bitch.
What? Hold on. Is this the reveal that story is the true one?
That's the truth.
Every detail of it's true. The 10 pounds. The fucking what?
I
The
know.
Lizzo story
I've never
completely
met
alive.
Lizzo.
Oh,
My
God.
daughter's never met Lizzo.
Wow.
I don't know where
Hold on.
she
Wait.
lives.
Please say Lizzo's not real and we're not the weirdos.
Right.
I know
made
she
up
lives
Lizzo.
in Minneapolis because she said moving to Minneapolis was the best thing she ever did. That's all I know, though.
And you know she's from Detroit for real?
I don't know for sure. It's someplace. I think it's Detroit, but I'm not positive.
See, liars, no liars.
You know what sounds so made up though for us that have never heard. It's like, oh no, she's like a violin, flute player, vocalist, dancer.
No,
She says stuff
I made
about.
a mistake
No.
about the violin. It was flute. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah.
That
so
was
not
totally
both.
silly on my
Yeah.
part. Wow, you guys, that was some crazy ass stories. I loved how different they were. They were really different. Thank you guys for
Those were
coming
good
and
stories.
sharing your time
Let's
with
go
us.
to Olive Garden.
Yeah, let's
Right.
all go to Olive Garden.
When you're here, your family, baby. This is
Cheryl's paying.
Oh my god! Sure. I can't believe it's
I
real.
do. When I bring my friends, I bring them to.
All right, awesome. So where can people find you, or what do you have coming up, and where can people look for your stuff?
I don't have nothing coming up, but you can find me at Comedian Ron T on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I do got something coming
Yeah, I
up.
thought you just shot something.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming out, but keep checking on Comedy Central. I have a featurette coming out for Bill Burr.
Featurette.
For
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
often forget the projects I have going on with
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yeah, I got this career-changing thing coming up.
Fucking asshole.
Look, I ain't got paid yet, so it's not real to me.
Go get some ice cream. bitch.
Right, right.
And Cheryl, where can people find you?
On the internet, you mean?
Yeah, anywhere. Yeah.
Also
or at
in
Olive
Minnesota.
Garden.
Yeah, Olive Garden.
I'm
near
gonna
you.
Yeah. Just go to anyone. I'll be there. I do Elders React on the Fine Brothers. I don't know if you guys know them. Fine Brothers Entertainment. They're huge. So clearly, I'm doing that this weekend.
Oh, good.
I'm Cheryl Soccer Mom on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm going to be at Brad Garrett's Club in Vegas first week of June.
Oh, wonderful. Good for you. Good for you. And what about you, Mike?
You can find me at High Five Michael on Instagram, MikeLevinsComedy.com for dates and videos and stuff like that, and doing a nice run of shows with Jessica in June.
Oh,
Yeah, in the
wonderful.
Northwest.
Washington, Oregon. Where else we going? Something like that.
Washington, Oregon, I believe. That was,
Wonderful, wonderful. And I've been Felicia Michaels. You can find me all across the board at Felicia Michaels. You can also find a documentary that I directed about comedy called Pervs on Vimeo on demand, and hopefully soon it'll be on Amazon. Please go check that out. There's a lot of people in it. Felipe Esparza, Joey Diaz, Jimmy Pardo, Lori Kilmartin, Alonzo Bowden. The list is just crazy pants. So please go check that out if you would like to.
Yes,
Cool.
check that out.
Yeah.
I am not in it. That's a good thing.
I guess. Is it about perverts? In a good way or in like a Louis way?
Well, we're all comedians, so a little bit of both.
Oh, what are you going to do?
You can follow me at Jess Wellington 2 on everything. That's the number 2. Please check out our YouTube page. Subscribe. It's the Liars Club. Also, we're on Podbean. Give us a review if you like it. If you don't, fuck off, okay?
No, don't fuck off, but it would be lovely if you could give us a review.
Or just leave. That's what I mean. But if you don't like it, just
Fuck off.
I'm going to get in trouble. That'll get edited out. Don't worry.
Wow.
And you've been lied to.
Yeah.
Thank you.